Kiran. First of all, I want to thank all of you for helping me reach 500 viewers for my first video. It really means a lot to me and gives me a lot of encouragement to see the likes, comments, and subscriptions. Thank you so much, and please keep it going. So, today's video is going to be about one recommended deal for traditional top 6 clubs in the Premier League. So, let's get started. So, the first club I'm going to begin with is Arsenal Football Club, and I've gone for Martin Odegaard. So I'm an Arsenal fan, and I just think that Martin Odegaard, when he came in, was such a good influence to the team that they should make the loan move permanent, or if Real Madrid do not agree for a permanent move, they should try for a loan deal. The reason is because Martin Odegaard settled in immediately and had a very positive impact on the team, and also improved the team's results drastically. The other reason I have gone for Martin Odegaard is because Real Madrid and other Spanish clubs are in a very bad financial situation because of the COVID pandemic. This is something really rare from a club like Real Madrid, who is known to be one of the biggest clubs in the world, and Arsenal could 100% take advantage of this. The next recommendation is for Chelsea Football Club, and I have gone for none other than Erling Haaland. According to most people, one of the best players in world football currently. Erling Haaland is a 1.94 meters tall striker who plays for Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga. Erling Haaland has been recommended to Chelsea because this summer is a perfect opportunity for Chelsea to take advantage of the financial situation of German clubs because of the COVID pandemic. Again, this is something that's seen by most Premier League clubs this summer because of having a better financial situation than other clubs around the world. And Premier League clubs must take advantage of this. And also, the financial fair play rules being relaxed must be taken advantage of this summer. I do know that 150 million to 175 million does sound like a lot of money this summer, especially when next summer Haaland has a 75 million release clause. However, I do think that next year, once clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona recover from their financial trouble, they will be in for the race of Haaland. And I don't think Chelsea is a very good option for him next year. So this year, if they do pay up, they can get the second best player in the world, according to me. Next up, let's go for Harry Kane. And Harry Kane has been recommended to Manchester City. The reason I've recommended Harry Kane to Manchester City is because of a very simple reason, and that is he isn't winning any silverware at Spurs. If you look at his current silverware on transfer market, he's only won individual awards. Neither has he won anything with his country, however being very close to do so this summer with England. Neither has he won anything with Spurs. He's fed up of his time at Spurs and wants a move, and City are one of the only clubs that can afford him. Replacing a player like Sergio Aguero sounds like a big task if you ask me, but I would replace him with Harry Kane. Because not only does Harry Kane add good goal scoring instinct to your club, but he also adds up good and very good build up play to the team. He's contributed to 30% of Spurs' goals last year, and I think for City he could have a similar impact. Till now, all the rumours that I've recommended were very traditional, so I've gone for a slightly offbeat rumour this time. I've gone for Thune Koopmeiners to guess who? Liverpool, to replace Wijnaldum. I know both are Dutch, and you must be thinking I recommended him because both are Dutch. But well, that's not the case. The reason I've recommended Thune Koopmeiners to Liverpool is because of his amazing defensive ability in the midfield. And I think he'll add stability to the Liverpool midfield and will be a standard replacement for Wijnaldum. Obviously, we can't compare Thune Koopmeiners, who's a young player, to an experienced player like Wijnaldum. But Thune Koopmeiners would be a younger version and a more fast and defensive minded player than Wijnaldum. And I think that's what Liverpool need. Because goal scoring is not a problem for Liverpool, according to me. Next up, I've gone for Eduardo Camavinga. And I've gone for Eduardo Camavinga to Manchester United. I know this is a rumour that has been suggested by the British media and has also been pushed up by journalists like Fabrizio Romano. The reason why I've gone for Eduardo Camavinga to Manchester United is I think as a 17-year-old, he would be a perfect partner to Paul Pogba. And what a player Eduardo Camavinga is. We all know him as one of the best players in the midfield at such a young age. Also, I'd like to give Manchester United a huge shout out in this window because they have really impressed me with the signings of Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund in a £70 million transfer and Rafael Varane for 36 million. I mean, what a deal to get Rafael Varane from Real Madrid for 36 million pounds. Who would have expected that? Anyways, the football world is filled with transfers and filled with surprises. So let's get on with it. Next up, I've gone for Dusan Vlahovic. And Vlahovic is the striker who plays for Fiorentina in the Serie A. Many of you might not know who Vlahovic is. Well, even I didn't know who he was until I saw him in the Serie A in front of my own eyes. And let me tell you one thing, Vlahovic seems like a really good replacement for Harry Kane. The reason why I've gone for Vlahovic as a replacement for Harry Kane is because at a young age of 21, he has similar attributes to Kane, and I think he could be a substantial replacement for Harry Kane in the Spurs attack at striker, along with Heung-min Son, and could have a partnership with Son for the years to go. As you can see, transfer market has possibility of transfer at 95%, and I think if Harry Kane does leave Spurs and go to Manchester City, this could be a transfer that could happen as a replacement for him. The thing about the Harry Kane replacement, according to me, is that 100 to 150 million pounds will be enough for a full-on squad rebuild for Spurs. And with Fabio Patrici at the realm, I feel they could do a good job in terms of a rebuild if investments are done right. Next up, I have two surprise transfers for you that I have accumulated from clubs that have impressed me in the transfer window. First up, Leicester City, who brought in Boubakary Soumare and Patson Daka. I've gone for Jonathan Tah as the centre-back partner to Fofana. The reason I've gone for Jonathan Tah is because he's a tall and Bundesliga regular centre-back and only has 2 years remaining on his contract. I think Leicester City need a long-term partner for Fofana, and Johnny Evans isn't getting any younger. Thus, I've gone for Jonathan Tah as a partner to Fofana long-term, and I think Leicester City could do with a good centre-back. Last transfer of this window is Jeremy Doku to Aston Villa. Now, I know this sounds very far-fetched to you after his beautiful performances at the Euros, but hear me out. Once Jeremy Doku goes to Aston Villa, he will become the replacement for Jack Grealish. I don't think Emi Buendia is the right replacement for him, but I think Emi Buendia will add quality to the squad. But Jeremy Doku, he will be a very good replacement for Jack Grealish. And if the Aston Villa squad is convinced that Jeremy Doku can add quality to this team, I think that Jeremy Doku should complete a transfer to Aston Villa as a Jack Grealish replacement. Aston Villa have a very exciting project on their hands, and if they can convince that to Jeremy Doku's entourage, that would be an amazing transfer to do for 40 million after they get the 100 million pounds for Jack Grealish. The other 60 million pounds can be used to invest in other areas of the field and get adequate backup for the right back and left back. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And please keep the views, likes and subscriptions coming. Thank you so much.